Hi there. This is a political protest from me as a citizen of the world with the right to explore my idea, my opinion, politic and peacefully. I have this protest is a conscientization, is a universal conscientization, global conscientization. I try bring to us. This is not a joke, no at all. This is my true story. 20 years of history from 2000 to now. Try to organize this story. That come to my life. My name is Luciano dos Santos Pedroso. I know by Lula. And I am Lucifer. And I bring the light of God on me. And God, for the nature of God, I live, move, and exist. And for Mother Nature, I stand and live my life for since always, forever and ever. Like that. Let's rewind a little bit to explain. Like Lucifer, wow. In 2000, in the middle of the Amazon, in 1999, in the end of 1998, I was in the middle of the Amazon, received the presence of God, understood the Spirit of God, talking in my heart, in my mind, and take part, make me part with Him. Since then, I have been in this connection direct to Him. And there was Lucifer. I asked for lucidity, actually, and the name is coming up. And for understanding, I was receiving God on my heart. That's all right, my Lord. But at the time, I have like my Christian concept, isn't it? I, Lucifer, I am a Christian. Isn't it? I born in the country that have the biggest Christian population, where Jesus Christ and the faithful in what He say and His legacy is so big and moving and make us there actually happy and satisfied when the material is chaotic around. Unfortunately, well, leave it there for now. Yeah, I think God when I lock you on, actually, the spirit, Lucifer needs your body to lock you on, you know. And they say, what a role you give now, Lord. Be the jive for the bad. You gotta, but I accept. I say, all right. So if he's the bad, the past, all past in the planet, give it to me, and I will hold myself, and I will not go nuts, and will not corrupt myself, because I know who I am and what I stand for. I, since a little kid, actually, I see God in the nature. I see God in the perfection of the art. I see God in the happiness, in the true feel of happiness. You know, I know who I am and what I stand for. So God give me whatever I hold my way, no worries. But in this one, I going absolutely. But at the time I understood, like all plan have wake up, and everybody have realized the unity connection, how much you are connect each other, and how much the influence of us in another is the cause of the happiness or the sickness. Isn't it? And it's like that. But when I get out of the forest, no, nothing have happened. Looks just I understood, and for a little while there, I understood everybody have get and the kingdom coming. But when I get out, nothing have happened. Nobody having. That was a great vibe, for sure. See, looks like they feel something. Something is sparkling in the hearts, but it was not understood, you know? Well, since then on, have been really hard. Have the clarity in my mind, the conviction that you are in a paradise, you are in the plano of God. When God say like he give him the I am his duty. Yeah, his duty, because if God, a nature the God, nature is God, nature is a woman, is the mother nature, you know, and for her I live, move, and exist, and rely my life for I Lucifer, my lady. God's always a girl, a beautiful girl, isn't it? Let's put it like that. And for her have many audience actually that stand in life's force, for the truth of the plan of God is what I stand for. The message Jesus Christ give to you guys is not there at all. It's not here at all. Jesus não have nothing here, have a distortion, little crumbs of the idea. It's not philosophy, that is not at all. It's a bad childish story, bad told, with intention to manipulate and dominate And to hide that I, Lucifer, was the light, he spoke under authority, and that Jesus Christ glorified my name is in his lips. You guys threatening the world, threatening everybody will die if Jesus true ganha redes, né? And to hide this lie, to hide what you guys ignore, because it was the message was there. You guys don't put here nothing is there, isn't it? There's nothing there actually, you know. He was the path, the true, and the life, and he was. But what is that? So, my Lord, where is that? Tá? You know, but where this path left, take us, isn't it? I feel really guilty for his death. I feel terribly guilty for his death, because I was the light he spoke for, and for everything I stand for, and he stands in his comprehension, his word, give it to you guys, put him in the Christ, and in the physical death. Well, let's move on for now, actually. I wish be talking about the sublime, the gifts of a Lord, a God to us, isn't it? It's much more good. It's just because he could not, isn't it? The lie, the childish story told about a judgment day, isn't it? The end, the last judgment, pois é, here I am, Lucifer, to judge. Because my brother don't come to judge, he come to tell you guys, hey, live and love each other and share this plan equally, and everything will be all right. You live forever in your kids, and your spirit will be single by side God, this energy that make the life sprout from Mother Nature. But just because going against your human will of domination, like child, no, it's mine, this toy is mine, it's mine, give me, it's mine. You not change, you not give it to you, and not share it to you. It's like actually what's happening, like humano, ego, wanna dominate, não wanna give up the respect for others, não wanna just share the milk, you know? Yeah, share the honey, isn't it? Wanna be important and dominate and have everything and have slave others. All this fact, action, religious, spiritual, político, acto, degenerate this chaos is now, you know. This concept that you should be better than other, you should go over other, you should win always materially, isn't it? And actually, the best way to perceive you win if you hurt somebody, actually, if you destroy somebody else, no? né? You could not feel winner for the others winners. Do is, né? The true happiness, actually, the love, who you love, actually, the love desperting us, the ecstasy of happiness when you realize the satisfaction of who you love. You see they are satisfied, and you wish something I provide my a hand, isn't it? A house. Nowadays, yeah. Nowadays, but you have to be careful how much you provide, isn't it? You could not provide so much until the point that they don't need doing for themselves anymore, isn't it? There you're getting a problem, actually, isn't it? Because they actually you prive them to be capable, isn't it? You give everything, and which each lost the value. Like, it's very nice to have the things, but when you don't do nothing for what you have, it's, it's just no heavy emotion, no heavy. Soon they want other thing, isn't it? Well, people, it's very complex. I need political help. I need spiritual help. I start a campaign. Campaign. That is here. Help Lucifer get rid of hell. Get that? And for you guys, believe it's true, there is a bank account that you guys could support the campaign. Lucifer Foundation. Start now. And as a son of God, you can start, give me all money the churches have been gathering in just 2,000 years, all churches in names of God. I come and take over the dead in business and make the proper administration of the goods. I claim that, and it's serious, it's not a joke. I will expect that tomorrow be there in my bank account, and let's give a new start. What about? You doing a reno. We are in a renovation time in the planet. And for sure, God have a plan for us. And He tells me. This plan is a political plan, financial plan, environmental plan. Não have how not be environmental. It's not. Because for the environment, the mother nature is the big point of all this, because seres, a species, human being, I personally, Lucifer, Lula, be enough. If we wanna serious save the planet, it's better kill ourselves. No, what a ridiculous idea. But you know, there you have to have change, absolutely serious, dramatic change, dramatic change. And let's start giving a little crumble, isn't it, of the plan you have. Of course, I believe there are people who could help me. There are administrative politicians, people that stand for the goodness, average goodness of the planet, that see the possibility you live a paradise, because the paradise, people, is this, is here and is now, is this body we all have. We are the will of God to live. We are the creation, the masterpiece of the nature that she could live in. Her spirit could recognize the perfection it is. You are the being capable to give life to God. You are the creature that gives life to the Creator. You are the only being in the planet capable to recognize, to consciently living and rational acting. You are capable to create, to understand the effect of the things, the consequence of the things, to analyze things, to express the knowledge of the universe, God, in a single unity. You have the possibility of a single unity of the big spirit God. That is the knowledge perfect that is reflecting in all of us in different ways, because that you are so many, because this knowledge, God is so immense, the perfection is so big that we as a body, physical body, never you be able to produce all the knowledge. You need all of us. You need your carpenters, you need your chemicals, you need your painters, you need your musicians, you need your, isn't it? You need you everyone. Spiritualistas, you know, there are functions. I think this evolution is quite nice. You nowadays you realize, yeah, have people is musicians. I play guitar, you know. I learn some notes and play and love but have people. But I don't have the talent, the you know. I learn something else. Isn't it? As a couple being you can learn things. But you have that thing, we really have the talent for it. That thing is easy, and normally you have perfect done better than no one. Isn't it? But yeah, there are many of us, many that have the same talent. That there are not like I, Lucifer, the son of God, all of us are son of God. I don't have nothing assim phenomenal or sobrenatural on me. I am a very common person. I work, I labor, father of 6 kids that I have 2 missing, which personal trouble like that, car fines, life I live. I am a common citizen. There always will be richness. There are kings, there are rich people, there are nobles, there are simple people that be absolutely satisfied in their simple life, that find absolute happiness in their simplicity, that não wanna or feel out of place in a castle. When I say there are kings, there are rich people, because a rich people, a true king, is someone that naturally desperta, wake up the capacity of you, the capacity of the other, that brings up great ideas de desenvolvimento for a tribe, or for who he get around of him, take his advice, or physical hand, actually, you know. Somebody else that make the job go ahead and the thing prosper. And naturally, people be satisfied and be satisfied and give to him, or you know, because you are so many, you are independent. Somebody will help you and be very happy to give part of my spoils, you know. When I have everything, I have more than I need. Why don't give you show such and naturally building kingdoms, becoming kings. And there a true king, you know. A true conquer, não kill nobody else. Conquer the heart. Conquer the loyalty. Conquer the love. Because give back knowledge. Give back satisfaction, good, proper direction, good direction, and make the kingdom prosper, you know. Everybody prosper, and everybody be satisfied. In my give the goods there to be administrated by this person. Não ruler by this person, because everybody is conscient about attitude. Now you have consciousness, né, about respeito, physical respeito. It's not become much more easy, somehow. Aside of the respect, have been lost more and more day by day by our youngest. The faith in God is going. The death of Jesus Christ take us from paradise. Não take me, Lucifer, I was not thrown in the hell, actually. All of us are in a hell. You lost totally the respect, the part to be here, to existing, and be thankful for our existence, to reflect the knowledge of God in our actions. You are becoming more material and consume and trust just what you could buy, trust the force and the light is the best way nowadays. Our kids don't doing more nothing. Our kids just spend the time with the phones in hand, and in other worlds that is fantastic. The games now, isn't it? The worlds, the industry, the scene provide is much better than what we have here, isn't it? Outra terrível, childish história that it gets so confuse so much the spirituality, the people, that it broken branches, and is Catholic, is Christian now, everybody is, isn't it? But is Jehovah Testigos, and isn't it? Spread so much, try find the truth, I think, isn't it? Try find something else, because it could not be right, keep the image of God hanging a Christ inside the temples, where you go and celebrate achievements and explore a connection with this vibe of God. Isn't it? You guys just plant guiltiness in the minds of the people, condemn the people, took out the reality of the presence of the Spirit on us. Where you are eternal, we are eternal in God. This physical body here, this thing broke and die, bleeding and feel and living. Isn't it? Here you have body, you are not more spiritual. Okay. Now physical body again. Isn't it? But the spirit is a reality. Here in this physical body, in this single life, you have opportunity to be unique. Isn't it? To building up a personality, and to building up a legacy, and to building up accrescente to the knowledge of the universe. Doing something phenomenal. And make growing at knowledge that is spread out in all of us. This knowledge of God is expressing our actions, is the ideas that sparkling in our minds, that somewhere in contact there with a planta, caminha sublime toda. I in just 20 years, I actually decided to be really perturbed. Now I finally organize my thoughts. I think I still need your help. And I sure need your help, because this campaign, Lucifer campaign, Lucifer Foundation, the campaign, help Lucifer get rid out hell. Is a 20 years organization, mental organization. I have been Try doing. Try doing. It's there and it's very clear, but it's hard. It's a challenge. Tell over one video like that. Everything is complex. Have to focus, separar assuntos. This big, this objeto is all of us, people. It's all planet. Let's heal this planet. Let's everybody together have a dramatic changes in our lives. Let's recognize a paradise. Let's just, for open these gates of heaven, you just have to take your blinds, and look around and you see if it is not there around the corner, a picture pretty much like the paradise, any pictures you can imagine of, isn't it? If you make a picture about a paradise and you realize, look around you, mine was the waterfall I spent last weekend. Isn't it? For sure you grow and you have seeds and let's look after that and turn that environmentally correct, isn't it? You're growing. Could it be easy? The living now could be really easy. You could practically live in a holiday, everybody, and you work common for a common goal that is the well-being of all of us. You could heal each other physically, talk. In this plan of God, there are healing, for sure. But right now, the medicine, the drugs are too much. And what is physical, isn't it? There are miracles, but there are no these mágicas, this absurd story they create here. You're not happening, Not happening. It's impossible. Please, everybody be healed, isn't it? But with a good detox in people's, isn't it? A good conscientization in a faith of all of us, restore the faith in hearts, restore the God in hearts. Any action, religion, any existe, isn't it? A group of us mentalize the heal. A group of us, all of us, us common peoples, the community in the church, in Sunday, together, very thank everybody happy for your realizations and excited with the future that I work for to be building. This desire to prosper, to go ahead happy, heal, isn't it? You could heal each other. I could help. Have many people that could help. Have people that you have. The talent is just a talent, it's a gift from the nature to transmit the conscientiousness to the peoples enough to they realize they don't have any problem and heal them. You can heal this planet, people. You can make a renovation, for sure, a renovation in this planet. and have respect for each other. Just make me come back in my claim for the goodness of the church, the money of the church in my account. Just mean the buildings also. Let's give a start. Let's open the door, the buildings for all religion, for all culture that which you form a believe in God and trust there are God. Because it's ridiculous say not, isn't it? There is a God, one energy that makes the life sprouting. One energy that is the knowledge in a spiritual body. Em a imenso spiritual universal body that guide all of us, that spread in all of us and manifests in all of us in your different ways. Isn't it? What names you call that? Well, there you are many, you are many tribes, you are many cultures. If I am an indigenous there in the middle of the forest, I have my tree that connects me, which is vibrant, God, that through that tree, I have the ecstasy, the comprehension of the universe, make me feel great there and king of myself, naked inside the forest. That tree is my God, and you Christians could not say not. You never could have done that. Traveling around the world, kill cultures. Let's open the churches to all cultures and receive groups of other religions and share the knowledge, the comprehension about our gods and try growing. Não be so egocêntrico, childish, ignorante, to refuse the knowledge, the comprehension of other tribe. Because you are different. The planet, the heaven is big, and you are many, and you have many ways to understand the existence. Let's share this knowledge. Let's have open temples and share the different comprehensions of God. Let's make the temples, the churches, art school, and have art expressed there, musicians and gospels and ballet. Não have doors closed. They are the most beautiful buildings, the most magnificent expression of a capacity as a human being, creative being, you are. Once the example, the manifestation of God in our hands, in our physical body, there, which close doors, and vagabundos play wise men there that don't say nothing. The cults, the rituals, people going there is just be judged, não have a sublime mensagem ever. It's quite revolting. You know, kids não God is a fiction. Whatever video game have a better God and até a more worse devil than Lucifer and God. What is the name of the God there? Jehovah? Então, I have a trip with Jehovah. Jehovah was a great king, this kind of king I was talking about. The one that clarify and bring the light for the prosperity, for the people, and not be forever. You know, and the spirit to be there by side the energy God, like acting in us, acting in attitudes, and try help us guide, but as like the opportunity of paradise also is have the free will, isn't it? Unfortunately, you die with us, but unfortunately, no. Fortunately, isn't it? That's great. Let's just have good will. What it don't have been happening much, isn't it? Now everybody wanna be the king of the castle. For that, the best way is kill the another, isn't it? Is destroy another and take over by power, by force. Now you wanna destroy a planet to go and live in Mars. Now the new goal, assim, the new excitement humano is Mars. It's going to Mars, isn't it? It's possible going to Mars. So destroy a planet, make a big hole in a land, take the best resource, spend all fucking money, course of the slavery of the world, and building a big rocket, go to Mars, make a bubble there, live in a bubble, you building Earth back there, you bring the seeds here, let's destroy here, and building up there in Mars. What a ridículo. What you guys there are doing there na NASA, in the Center of Pesquisa, Space Programa, traveling. What a absurdo, estúpido. You guys are taking all best resources you have to invest in a eccentricity absurda. Yeah, talk about eccentricity. Now have millionaires that spend billions building, doing this absurdo. Saco a planet, building a rocket and going to the space, wake up there. Doing what, man? What about a land? What about here, the paradise, here, or what about you have a eccentricity to go in there in Africa, in a dry place, bring water, and make a farm in the middle of the desert, and create a world like, create this bubble that here is like, you don't have the expense of the bubble. Here in Earth, you could try on there in the desert, recreate Earth without have the expense of the bubble, because at least the climate support, provide. It's just ridiculous, people. You are saco a planet to building a fiction. You are destroy a planet to think you be rebuilding somewhere else. Why not just what about it? Let's do it here. Isn't it? Let's organize, let's go globalize, make a globalization. Isn't it? Let's organize the goods you have in a plant, check out, make a balance of everything. And I believe you get in a conclusion that you have enough resources outside of land for living like 100 years in holidays. practically. No, you have a lot of jobs doing, a lot of recycle, a lot of, production of products. Still many things, still many, but like most of the industry should stop. Stop now. The production of cars. There have a car in the planet for every people in the planet, and a car is a vehicle that could live 200 years, could be fixed and check out, isn't it? And enjoy is not great enough. Vehicles, man. Now you have vehicles, you have jets, you have everything. You really fly, and you could even go into the space. It's great, isn't it? It's fantastic. Let's keep some. I think you can. This is part of evolution. You really get it. You did. Just show for us that you're growing. You express this knowledge of God. But there is enough, man. The war industry, how ridiculous. Yeah. Half going for the rocket, half going for the war industry, of our best resources. What you are doing? You explode the planet now. Every country where you have your atomic bomb, let's produce more now. You have more bombs necessary to explode the planet. It's just ridiculous. And you're a cord away, isn't it? Have a bit of honor, so, isn't it? Let's fight by hand, isn't it? Let's grab a sword and have a bit of honor in battles, at least. What a boring thing this, Because there you have battles, always, There you have confrontations, always, This is not a hell at all. This is human reality. You are human, you have political reasons, you have a pride, isn't it? And sometimes people, they are evil. They unfortunately are evil on men, isn't it? Their minds are evil. Have evil people. You have the free will. This is the paradise as much. So is the paradise. Could be a hell. Is a free will. Choose live perfectly, or make a hell in our own lives and in the others' lives. The medicine have been terrible. Just terrible. As much you evolve, as much you poison the humanity. Just like just distortion of the systems, this materialism system, guide the people be what they are not for business, isn't it? And for business, people doing things absurdly terrible. People are really evil. The medicine have been really evil, And like right now, that collapse, actually, total, the church, the Christian church, be a collapse total. Now, but the power that is still here in the Western world, now is the medicine. Now you start to slave the people through the medicine, through the ignorance, because we are all ignorant about our medicine, isn't it? You go in there in the doctor, and whatever the doctor tells us, you follow because he is the doctor. But the doctor is a hypocrite, a fuck hypocrite that wanna just make money and exist, be the doctor. And got $10,000 a day is what they want, you know? And you give whatever thing for the people there, because the books that they even the dogs now even look more the people. Isn't it? They just look the book there in the computer, what is the procedure, and there is the medicine. Just the pharmacy laughing, isn't it? The industry of the pharmacy laughing. Well, it's big, people. It's big. I tell you, there is a solution. God have a plan, and he tell me, Lucifer, I have this plan, and this is not a joke. And Jesus include everything, but like that, there are dramatic changes to come. But I believe in us. I believe we actually, all of us want that. One is detox, and we know a detox sometimes is a disgusting feeling, isn't it? Make you feel woeful. Yeah. But absolutely necessary, and afterwards is great, the cleaning feeling, isn't it? So let's do that, people. Let's heal this planet. Join me in my campaign. Help me, Lucifer, get rid of hell. Let's live the kingdom of God here in earth as heaven, because Jesus is here. Like all Jesus, as I said before, come to me like have 20 years. I have been trying to organize this thought. 20 years I have been hold myself to not going absolute nuts and scream in the corner, né? Welcome be the kingdom of God, believe in me, I am Lucifer. You're not doing much sense, isn't it? Sometimes I going soon happening, actually I passed 4 months walking on a high, absolutely, still in the trip, still see the kingdom here, and everybody assist, everybody ignore it, and it was hard to come back actually. And for 20 years I have been deal with the situation alone and cry, I don't know why, and feel pains that is not mine. It's time to share. You know, the spirit is still knocking my heart. Hey, Lucifer, come on, come on. I have to share. And just the true, in the true, I tell you, believe me. Please, believe. So, let's heal the planet. I really expect this video going through all of us, all of you, brothers and sisters and friends and peoples, you know, that believe in life, believe in God, believe that it's possible you live and share this planet equally. You stand with me and you join the campaign that becoming now, becoming in each one of us in a personal change, in a personal understanding and respect. Let's cuddle each other, nice, and see the feel the happiness for the life a brother, sister next to us. Let's start like that, you know. Let's start to respect each other. Like, the kids right now, guys, the respect for the elders, like, my, there are no respect anymore, you know, in this generation. They care about nothing, não listen, não trust. Google have better answer always than dad, than mom, than grandpa, than grandma, you know. Please, please, it's just revolting right now, sad. See the unrespectful which I yielded. There is accumulation. There in the simplicity, in the silence of Yieldens, he is an antenna more potente about the knowledge of God that is through him. Whatever one that is elder than you, live more than you, and naturally know more than you, and many times don't express this, but for nature there is more knowledge than you. So respect it. And be glad to have close to you an elder person, because in the silence they are transmit, they are give sense for your own thoughts. Is give maturity for your mentality. And nowadays, like this unrespect, the kids absolutely lost the spirituality, and they absolutely lost the faithful in just the faith is now in the material. You are building like a retardado future, a beautiful and clever and smart kids. But they are just kids. They you know, you are let them just the desenvolvimento in the mind be just technological and material, and absolutely. And the acts, they are motor, the motor coordination start changes just mechanical in a keyboard, because kids start doing more nothing. Everything is hard. The mentality now, the new generation of workers, I am a labor, a building, I am a carpenter. I don't have a chick yet, but I am, you know. Everything is difficult, everything is a drama. People be limited to doing just one function, and that's it. Whatever situation come in the job, they stop and they check out and call the specialist in that detail, because they could not work out sometimes, you know. Actually, you know that, isn't it? Always could, just is ignored, and, you know, because you guys create this concept, you should be, yeah, there are functions, There are functions, but a carpenter is a builder. A carpenter that know the job, know many other things aside. For sure, maybe he's not so skillful to plastering. Have a plaster, have somebody else plaster, but he know about it, you know. Maybe he is not so skillful to lie the brick, but he know about it also. Have a bricklayer, isn't it? There are different functions. There have people have the honor and gift skill, and doing just perfect. And it normally who doing just perfect like doing that. You know, like actually doing physically execute the function, because he actually, if somebody, you know, put the hand there, clicking buttons, não make nothing. Make a picture, a gráfico fantástico. You could get all information there now in previous, and you know what you're doing there in the real thing. But the real thing is the real thing. Like Lucifer Foundation, the campaign. Let's save this planet. I want to change the world. I do want, and I believe all of us want. Let's do that together. I could not by myself. It's nothing. I am no one. I am everyone. I am a comum citizen. Like a micróbio de BR. I am hippie, maluco de estrada. You know. But if all of us stand, and my claim, I could administrate this plan. For sure I can. I believe it could. I am very good in. I don't have any problem with directions. I believe you should help. The knowledge, this knowledge, God is not just. I don't have everything. Of course, I ain't just one. Isn't it? This knowledge be spreading all of us, and there is have a pile of people, maybe much more calm and much more organized, mentally organized, that could help me organize these thoughts. And you could make it just happen, make it just paradise come true. It's complex, and it could be every point could bring for a big explanation, isn't it? Have to have many reviews, you know. But I have all these reviews. I could every point explain, but it become too big, isn't it? Maybe I doing other video. Maybe not. Maybe I just come back tomorrow for the street basket and sell my artworks, my jewelry on the street, meus trampos. Got a job, a landscape job with somebody else in a farm, and disappeared inside the forest, and find a cave, you know. Is what I was about to do in 13 years ago before coming to Australia. No, 13 no, like 15 years ago, before I met the Australian girl. I live in Australia now. I am in Australia right now, and we have 5 kids here. One missing in Brazil that I come back for, and I believe I will doing some things for. I very try. Well, that's it, people. Churches, everybody, put some money there, support the campaign. let's change this world for goodness.